We discuss in this video, 10 best trucks and SUVs for 2024, which are the best vehicles in the world in every respect, and they have many qualities due to which they are recognized in the world. Trucks, SUVs, and everything not cars are the market's preferred body styles, and our annual 10 Best Awards celebrate our favorites in this sprawling category. Again this year, we've separated out these vehicles to give them their due. The rules governing our selection are the same here as for 10 best cars. We bring together last year's winners to face a slate of new contenders with a price cap of $110,000. Our team of editors evaluates them all, driving them back to back over our 10 best loop. Including last year's winners, rather than concentrating only on what's new, results in a comprehensive list of the top choices among trucks and SUVs. Number 10, Chevrolet Trax. What is a typical grievance expressed by purchasers of compact cars? Of course, that they're too little. With this new, significantly longer Trax, which will outstrip the competition by leapfrogging it by 11.0 inches, Chevrolet hopes to offset that one. Though its price is still firmly in subcompact crossover territory, the least costly but no longer smallest Chevy's 106.3-inch wheelbase precisely equals that of the class larger Honda CR-V. This man in the 99th percentile can fit his knees behind the front seat set for an equally lanky driver, since there is 3 more inches of legroom behind the rear seats and 37% greater luggage space than previously. Number 9, Ford Maverick. It seems to be the prevailing belief over the past few decades that the only good pickup is a big pickup. From the heavy-duty 1-ton trucks at the top to the half-ton trucks in the center to the compact trucks at the bottom, everything in this broad category has gotten bigger. The idea is further supported by the fact that these names seem ridiculous in modern times. Due to this upsizing done in the name of towing and payload competition, there is now a void at the bottom of the product landscape, which the Ford Maverick perfectly fits into. When we took the Cyber Orange Maverick Hybrid to a gas station for the first time, we were surrounded by curious onlookers, who gathered around 3 separate pumps, asking questions as if we were driving some kind of rare Lamborghini. Is this the hybrid? What kind of fuel economy does it get? It has a bigger bed than I imagined. Ford has undoubtedly hit gold with the Maverick. Number 8, Genesis GV70. With the gas-powered GV70, and the electrified GV70, Genesis is refining the compact luxury SUV playbook rather than writing it from scratch. The GV70 model line isn't very revolutionary, but it nevertheless makes an impact by adhering to the standards that set it apart as a premium item. Even the entry-level GV70s are magnificent. Rich inside materials are included on all GV70s, regardless of trim level. These premium goods mix well with a simple design that includes considerate ergonomic elements like HVAC, controls that are oriented toward the driver, and tactile buttons that provide quick access to the infotainment system's most frequently used functions. Although the external design is not as well liked by everyone, it still has a royal appearance. Haunched fenders are complemented by split headlights and taillights, and the grille and fascias have elaborate mesh patterns reminiscent of cars that cost significantly more than the $46,095 Genesis charges for its small SUV. Number 7, Honda CR-V. It's amusing how memory functions. When the CR-V was first introduced in the late 1990s, some of us, okay, one of us, thought the acronym stood for Civic Recreation Vehicle. However, that is untrue. It was called the 1997 SUV, or Comfortable Runabout Vehicle. That's almost absurd, which might be why we forgot about it. In no way does the 2024 CR-V remind us of the first-generation vehicle. Rather, it continues from where the Accord and Civic left off. We comprehend. A car isn't what you desire. It's your desire to sit tall. It's alright. Additionally, the CR-V nearly completely fits the gap in Honda's product lineup as the company no longer produces the Accord wagon. Even the powertrains from the Accord are primarily used. The standard engine is a 1.5-liter turbocharged, inline-4 with 190 horsepower and a CVT, similar to the Accord. The uplevel powerplant is a 204-horse hybrid system. Both provide the highest level of refinement, a claim supported by the hybrid's internal sound levels, which are measured at 68 decibels at 70 miles per hour and 72 dB at wide-open throttle. Either configuration is capable of providing all-wheel drive. Number 6, Hyundai Ioniq 5. The usual trade-offs associated with driving an EV are virtually eliminated with the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Restricted range. The EPA estimates that the regular 58.0 kWh battery pack has a range of 220 miles, while the 77.4 kWh pack that is available has an estimated range of up to 303 miles after a full charge. Slow rates of charging. Connected to a 350 kilowatts fast charger, the large battery of the Ioniq 5 ran from 10 to 90% in just 26 minutes, thanks to its 800-volt electrical design. Quick access to stations for rapid charging. That still aches a little bit, though. But starting in early 2025, owners will have the option to charge at Tesla stations, which should help with this aspect of EV ownership. Number 5, Kia EV9. The internal combustion engine car required almost a century to undergo the evolutionary modifications that resulted in the first Dodge Caravan, a pioneer of roomy and comfortable utility. EVs have improved their ability to comfortably carry large numbers of passengers in only a few short years. Although the Kia EV9 isn't a fully electric minivan, it is still a three-row SUV, and not many people nowadays desire minivans. The market has moved toward three-row SUVs, and Kia's new EV9 excels at transporting people by utilizing EVs' advantages in packing. Because the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and 6 and the EV9 are constructed on a purpose-designed electric platform, called the eGMP platform, Kia was unable to package the EV9 to avoid installing a drive shaft or exhaust system below or a combustion engine up front. Compared to the comparably sized Telluride, Kia has been able to move the wheels significantly farther out thanks to this. These three-row Kia SUVs have almost the same length overall, but the EV9's 122.0-inch wheelbase is 7.8 inches longer, making the third row easier to reach. Under the hood, there's a small but functional frunk, and we adore the EV9's aggressive stylistic cues and powerful posture. Number 4, Kia Telluride. For years, we have been praising the Kia Telluride. We've moved in together and are contentedly sharing a home now that the infatuation stage has officially ended. And we really do mean that. Several employees of Car and Driver have kept Tellurides in their own garages ever since the well-maintained and useful SUV began taking home 10 Best Awards. Our road test editor, Becca Hackett, was the most recent to park one last summer. The Telluride is a competitor in the mid-sized three-row SUV market, but its appeal appears to outshine all of its rivals. With the Telluride, you really can't go wrong in terms of your choice of SUV. Number 3, Porsche Macan. The futuristic suburbanites shown in Sid Mead's paintings would have been seen driving Porsche Macans and scurrying about glass-walled towers if mid-century soothsayers had any true insight into the future. Let's talk about an aircraft. The Macan zings and zips like a hummingbird, yet it looks like a June bug, particularly the GTS in Python green. Porsche's compact SUV delivers on the sports car promise of the nameplate, although with additional height and room ranging from the snorty 6-jug GTS to the 4-cylinder basic Macan. Porsche elevates the Macan's tall body to a level of greatness in the decidedly unimpressive compact crossover category by mounting it atop a chassis that is so light and responsive that it makes one wonder if the German automaker has found a way to give steel and aluminum the agility and life force of a border collie. The original Macan's 261 horsepower turbo 2.0-liter 4 engine, coupled with a fast-shifting 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, offers sufficient power to challenge the body's limits. However, the Mekong GTS's 434 horsepower twin-turbo 2.9-liter V6 engine brings the true magic. With a 3.5-second 60 miles per hour pace, and the skillful direction changes of a high-end attorney, the GTS is capable of whipping through the corners on a weekend thrill ride, or burble nicely through errands all afternoon. The Mekong is so in tune with its drivers' needs that it can be surprising to step down to open the door and get out of the car instead of heaving yourself up with the customary grunt and squirm required to exit a 911. It is remarkable just for its exit's grace. Number 2, Ram 1500. Though the manufacturer debuted this iteration of the Ram 1500 in 2019, time has only made us more fond of Stellantis full-size pickup. There's a Ram for everyone, supercharged 702 horsepower TRXs, if that's your thing, refrigerator white tradesmans with vinyl upholstery, and opulent limiteds with interiors to match a Range Rover. Ram's goal of reducing Ford and GM's domestic truck market share is evident in each and every vehicle in the range. There are no duds. The Ram 1500 challenges truck doctrine with its four-corner air springs, which can drop the body at speed or elevate it for more off-road clearance. Traditionalism is sometimes used as a justification for technological immobility. Heated, vented, and reclining front and rear quilted leather upholstered seats are an option for the cabin. The multifunction tailgate that is provided is divided and has a vertical and horizontal hinge. You may see traces of original thought and the freedom to pursue ideas that defy preconceived notions everywhere you look. Number 1, Toyota Grand Highlander. Given how many SUVs Toyota produces in a wide range of sizes and styles, one may assume that the Grand Highlander, which debuted in 2024, is an extravagance in the portfolio. Since there were already 7 different models, covering every possible market, what more could a third-row crossover possibly offer? However, the superiority of the Grand Highlander not only validates its existence but also poses a challenge to the relevance of some of Toyota's other models. It's much more than simply a larger Highlander, it outperforms its rivals, offering the ideal balance of functionality, style, and driving enjoyment.